Hello, friends. I'm Eleanor, the Director of Family Ministry at Foothills Unitarian Church.
And I'm Lauren, your Family Ministry Coordinator.
This month, we've been talking about loving where we live and how we can feel like we belong and we're connected right where we are in our homes and our neighborhoods. We drew maps of our neighborhoods and we reached out to get to know some of our neighbors that we may not have known before. We've also been thinking about our homes and what makes them cozy, safe, and loving.
In our family worship today, we're going to try a different way of looking at the places where we live. We are going to look at our connection to special places outdoors in our homes and neighborhoods, places that feel sacred and maybe a little bit magical.
Let's begin our time by lighting our chalice.
We light our chalice for our Unitarian Universalist Church,
A church of open minds,
a church of helping hands,
a church of loving hearts,
where we take care of each other and the earth that is our home.
Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power. Spirit, draw near. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power. Spirit, draw near. Gathered here in the mystery of the hour, gathered here in one strong body, gathered here in the struggle and the power. Spirit, draw near. Spirit, draw near. Spirit, draw near.
Places of Power by Michael Demun, illustrated by Noah Buchanan. Long ago, when the world was made, the Spirit of life and mystery also made places of power everywhere. These are special places we can go to where the Spirit of life can always be found. Since time began, animals went to places of power, and later the first people did too. They went there to be with the one who made the world. All things love to be near the Spirit of life. This is always a sacred time and place. Places of power can be found all over the earth, in wild and beautiful areas like canyons, forests, mountains, deserts, waterfalls, or the oceans. Places of power can also be found in small, quiet areas, such as where an old tree grows, or in a special spot by a creek or pond. Places of power can be found in every country and culture, too. The Spirit of life can be found everywhere, all over the world. In the past, people often built their villages, and later cities, near a place of power. Perhaps there was a big hill where someone had a vision that this was a good place to live. Perhaps it was where a mighty river met the sea, and the people knew it was a rich and giving place that would always feed and provide for them. Sometimes people agree that a place is special, and they decide to build a church or temple to worship there. Other people decide to leave it just the way they found it. Many other peaceful places, like a park, a garden, or even your yard, may be a place of power where the spirit of life and mystery speaks to you. Places of power are everywhere and will stay forever, waiting for us to discover them. Each of us, in our own way, has to find our place of power where we can go to be with the spirit of life and mystery. Perhaps it is where you found a wonderful stone that you will always keep. Perhaps it is where you heard a hawk cry out right above you, and it spoke a special message that only you will understand. But when you go to a place of power, it must be quiet there, or you may not be able to hear or see the way the spirit of life and mystery decides to speak to you. Only you may know if you have come upon a place of power. No one else may see or feel the same way as you do when you are there, and that's fine. This can be your special place to always go to. Even when you are very old, it will always be yours to care for and protect. When you discover your place of power, you must be willing to give something, such as a beautiful flower, some seeds, or a special stone, to show your thanks for being there. What you give doesn't matter, so long as it's given from your heart. When you do this, it becomes the most important thing you can give in the world. And while you are there, thank the earth for everything it gives us. Thank the sun, the moon, and the stars. Thank the trees and the animals. Thank the plants and the soil. Thank the air and the water. And especially, thank the spirit of life and mystery inside them all and us all. I promise they will hear you. When you thank them, if you are very patient and still, you will begin to feel that the things around you are glad you are there, and you will discover a wonderful closeness with them that will stay with you forever. This closeness may come in a way you've never felt before. Perhaps you will notice the birds come nearer to you and sing because they trust you now. Or the sun may break through the thickest clouds and shine just on you. Almost anything can happen at your place of power. If you are willing to wait, you will hear a message from the spirit of life and mystery. It may be a message only you will understand. This is what so many people have done since the beginning of time. They went to their special place, their place of power, and gave their thanks in their own way. Some people go to their place of power dressed in their finest clothing to look their best before the spirit of life and mystery. Or they might go at sunrise to greet the new day we all have been given. Any time or place we are with the spirit of life and mystery is always sacred and good. But how you look, or what you offer as a gift, doesn't matter as much as what is in your heart. The spirit of life and mystery sees how you are inside, and that's what matters most of all. Places of power are all over the earth, but inside each of us is the greatest place of power of all. It is the greatest power in the universe. It's the power to give love and caring to the earth and everyone around us. There is no greater power than this, and no greater gift we can give or leave to others. Put your hands upon your heart and feel the greatest place of power there is. This is because the spirit of life and mystery lives there, and why each one of us is so special. It's that simple, and that's the way it's been all over the earth since time began. I wonder what you liked in the story today. I wonder what page you would choose if you were in the story. I wonder if you have a special place where you feel power.
People all over the world have always known that our earth has places of power. These places of power are also places of beauty and wisdom. They can be found all over the earth, even in your own backyard. We're going to do a guided meditation now where you can imagine being in your place of power. Let's begin by finding a comfortable seat. Maybe sitting crisscross, maybe with your eyes closed. We're going to start our meditation by taking 3 breaths together. We breathe in and we breathe out, arriving here and now in this place. We breathe in and we breathe out and we let go of what we came here with. We breathe in and we breathe out. We choose love and love chooses us. Now imagine that you're walking outdoors. Notice what's around you. The earth, the grass, the trees, the rocks and the sky. Maybe you're in a forest. Maybe you're beside a stream. Or maybe you're on a mountaintop. Notice the smells and the sounds around you. Now imagine that you're coming to your place of power. It's up ahead. Notice how you feel as you approach your place of power. Imagine all of the details. Are you on a mountaintop? Or maybe at a special sacred tree? Maybe in a meadow? Maybe on a hillside, overlooking a valley? Imagine exactly what your place of power looks and feels like. And now imagine yourself finding a comfortable place to sit in your place of power. Notice your breath and how you feel sitting quietly in your place of power. Just sit quietly and listen. Listening to the sounds around you, listening as the earth speaks to the open heart within you. Now let's stand in our place of power. Make sure you have lots of room around you to do a body prayer, to give thanks for being in this beautiful place of power. We raise our arms up high to open ourselves to the spirit of life and of love. We bring our hands to our hearts to affirm the strength of our inner voice. We extend our hands out in front of us to offer our kindness and respect for others. We lift our hands out in front of us to offer to others and the world all that we have to give. We lift our hands high over our heads, reaching out to the world, being open to all that it might offer. We bring our hands down, gathering in the gifts and bringing them into our heart. And now we return to stillness. We bring our hands together in the prayer pose.
There is a love holding me. There is a love holding all that I love. There is a love holding now us. There is love holding us. There is love holding all that we love. There is love holding all. We rest with this love. There is love holding us. There is love holding all that we love. There is love holding all. We rest with this love. We rest with this love. We rest with this love.
Our time together is coming to an end. Let's close our time with some gratefulness. What are you grateful for, Lauren?
Today, I am feeling grateful for my dad because when I was a little kid and he took me to visit special places, places of power, he was really good at showing me how to be silent and listen with my whole self to the special place that I was in.
I'm feeling grateful for living in Colorado that has so many incredible places of power right outside my door. And I'm grateful for that chance to feel connected to the great big energy that connects me to everyone and everything. I can feel that connection when I spend time in my places of power.
May each of you feel held by that energy and a great big love that will never let you go.
Blessed be.